Boom. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope
Hi.
Alex is definitely doing good. He's got his morning shake. He is doing bong loads. There it is.
That's so good.
Those, those bubbles will get you. Well, hey, before we get too weird, we'd like to welcome you all to another episode of This is the Future.
Unfortunately.
You look like you're in mid poop.
I was. I am. I'm not anymore. I was.
Wow. That sounds like Dr. Seuss. I was. I am. I'm not anymore. I'm sick. I'm dead. I'm on the floor.
Yeah, man.
Dr.
That's
Dr. Seuss's adult works.
yeah. Dr. Seuss. Man, you ever speaking of Dr. Seuss, the movie that Mike Myers did, Dr. Seuss, isn't that fucking terrifying? Isn't that
No.
it's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Him as a big fucking cat it's fucking scary.
He fucking sells it though. I'm convinced he's a cat.
Nothing to do with it being bad or good. It's
Great
just
fucking...
scary. That's all. Has nothing to do with anything. It just is. It's terrifying.
Is it? I feel that a bunch of movies have been made, and they're never going to be made like that again. I feel like the sarcasm will never be the same. All that shit was a time and place, and it'll never be that. And that movie, Cat in the Hat, is one of those movies. I don't think anyone will ever be able to create something as, like, with as much satire, but still call it a kid's movie. Like, he gets hit in the nuts by a baseball bat the size of Texas, and they play a Lionel Richie song behind that. That's just fucking brilliant to me. Like, you don't see that kind of creativity anymore. And the money Universal was willing to dump into turning Mike Myers into a cat, like, it's just dedication. I don't see that dedication anymore.
Turned him into a nightmare version of a cat. It's fucking scary.
Well, okay, Alex, why do you think he's scary?
Because it's a person that looks like a big fucking cat, and it's like nightmarish.
You do drive to work every day. You see shit 10 times scarier than that, and that's just people living through life.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I got people at my other job. They're like, "Excuse me, you can't do that here." I'm like, I'm a cat. I'm like, okay, so you can lick your crotch in public. Go ahead, do your thing, kitty cat. Like,
but you know, for the show and joking's sake, I'm saying it's scary. So,
all right, okay. I think that movie. That I just watched that movie, so I think it's funny that you brought that particular film up.
Oh yeah.
I like to fall asleep to that movie. That's why when you're saying it's kind of spooky, I get what you're not being literal. I get that. It's pretty fucking...
Yeah.
It's creepy. I wonder how much money it took to convince us that he was a cat. But for some reason, I forget it's Mike Myers. I'm like, fucking cat. He's really good at this. And then like not the same guy, but Universal, once again, the king of makeup, all that shit. Like the Grinch, Jim Carrey. Like, I was sold. 100% forgot it was Jim Carrey. That's the fucking Grinch. So it's really who's scary is Hollywood. They're scary people. Turning humans into cats and Grinches.
And, well, you are right. They are scary. Hollywood is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Again, yeah, man.
But movie magic my ass.
Right.
Voodoo.
Speaking of voodoo, how are you, Tony?
I'm well, thank you. I woke up 4 hours ago and then I went back to bed. I'm running out of shit to do.
I get it.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot to do.
Sleeping's inexpensive. I like sleeping.
Yeah, and you don't like gain any weight. You just like lay there, it's comfortable. It's nice.
I lose weight when I sleep.
Everyone does. You know that? You wake up like a couple pounds lighter. And you know why? It's because because everyone takes a shit when they're asleep. And then you wake up lighter.
So, but you don't shit out of your bottom. You shit out of your mouth. That's why your breath is so bad.
I get. Oh, yeah, that's gross. Yeah.
All the shit that clogged you up, the verbal shit, just I noticed in the morning I do look a few pounds thinner,
Yeah.
which is depressing. But yeah, I do. It's good. I see a few more ribs. Oh well. No, I've been good, dude. I'm not gonna call. I'm at the point in my life where I don't think I'm being complimented anymore
Mm.
about my appearance. Last night I was at work just checking IDs and looked just like I do now, minus the red shirt. And the guy says, "You look exactly like Waylon Jennings." And I was like, "Any particular time frame? Because he's dead now." He's like, "No, right now." I'm like, "Did you just insult me? Or are you on like?" I just like, go ahead, have fun. I sat there on the stool pondering it all night long. I was like, was that just a really bad compliment? Like, where the fuck did this guy come from?
So,
And I, I couldn't tell anybody at work because no one knew who the fuck Waylon Jennings was.
what?
So, yeah, I'm the oldest one there.
Well,
Thank God I
still,
got.
like, you're still like, yeah. What?
Apparently, I'm dying. I don't know. Am I like twice my age? Has someone been lying to me?
All right. So you don't look anything like Waylon Jennings at all.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Like, and not insult on my part. You just don't happen to look like I don't look like Taylor Swift, and that's okay if someone says I don't look like Taylor Swift. But you definitely do not look like Waylon Jennings. Okay,
What?
you're a white guy with facial hair. That's about the closest. And you both had. He had ears. You have ears. I don't know. Like you both had. He had a nose. You have a
Nice.
nose. Yeah, like. Other than like the glaring obvious, like I mean, maybe you're dead and you don't know it, Tony. Do you have, like maybe there's that.
Fuck.
Yeah, man.
So I went to hell. Got it. And now I'm getting bad
Yeah.
insults.
No, you know what the fucked up part about it is that this is heaven. That's the fucked up part about it.
Heaven's broken.
Yeah, man. That's
I got the maintenance sign out in front of heaven.
out of order. Fucking.
I just couldn't get over that. I was like, either he's really dumb and out of touch, or he's really like just on some level with Waylon Jennings. Like he sees it. Maybe the sun was hitting me the right way. Like I don't know.
Well, you
It was just
also
like,
do work at like a venue where rock music is played, right? So he might have just been on drugs and just hallucinating that he's seen Waylon Jennings. Like,
well, that would be concerning since there was no live music last night.
yeah.
He's either really late or really early.
Or he was on really good shit and there was rock music playing and him.
And he thought he was Willie fucking Nelson, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I really got to stop thinking about the shit that happens to me.
Yeah, I mean.
I was like, Waylon Jennings? Like, really? Holy shit. So I started looking through images. I'm like, he's dead. Like, I don't look like that, do I? Fuck. I didn't find the correlation. But yeah. So I let him in anyway. He probably was drunk.
Yeah.
Now I think about it. Whoops.
You look like Waylon Jennings.
You're in. Honestly, half the time I'm checking the IDs, I'm just like, whatever, get the fuck in here so you don't stand in my face anymore.
Yeah, I don't want to look at you anymore.
I have a hard time I shouldn't say this out loud, but I have a hard time reading the fucking IDs. I don't even know where and you give me an ID from another state, I'm like, shit. It's like, where's Waldo with the birth date? You're like, hang on. Where'd they put it? Oh yeah. Wait, what year is it? Yeah, fuck it, come on in. I take up 10 seconds. If you can wait 10 seconds, I'll let you in. That's fine.
Right.
I just gotta look. Yeah, it looks right. Fair. Probably looking at the back of the ID. I wouldn't know. Is this a Petco card?
Right.
I love Petco. Come on in.
Petco card.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Waylon Jennings. Oh well. Tell you what, for all of our audience responders out there, if you think I look like someone that you know that we might know, let us know. You know? Thanks.
Now I know.
How the hell have you been, man?
I've been pretty good. Pretty pretty normal. I don't know, fucking boring life, but having a great time. Um, fucking. I woke
Wait.
up today. I was like, this again. All right. I guess I know the drill. But something exciting is gonna happen. Is I'm tomorrow at 5 a.m. I am going back to Las Vegas.
Nice. Are you
Yeah.
working tonight?
Yeah.
Ew. The
Yeah.
fuck you doing that for?
I don't fucking know.
You're working yourself too hard.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
I'll stop when I look like Waylon Jennings,
The dead version.
Mm.
That's cool, man. How many nights you gonna be down there?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Three nights. We'll come back on Monday.
Nice.
The appropriate amount of time to be in Vegas. No, last time I was in Vegas, we were in Vegas for 4 nights, and that is far too long. Like,
Yeah.
I think 3 nights is probably too long, but one night in Vegas is good enough. You don't need to do but multiple, but yeah. But I'm going with a friend, and we have like a thing we're doing for two of the nights. So it's we're going to a jiu-jitsu tournament. It's called the ADCC, and so like at least we'll be in a thing, like doing something, not just like
activities. We'll be there for activities.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, sometimes when people go to Vegas for these things, like conventions, there's drinks all the time. So, are you going to be drinking the whole time?
No, I'll probably. I mean, like it's like a Moda Center kind of venue. It's the T-Mobile Arena. So I mean, I'm sure I'll go grab a beer or two, but they're going to be, first they're going to be Vegas prices, and second they're going to be big venue prices. So they'll already be like Moda Center prices. So I probably don't want to spend too much money drinking beer sitting there. And it's an all day event. It's like from like the morning to like 10 o'clock at night. Like from like I think it's like 9 to 10 or something like that. And it's 2 days. So.
And the reason for that question is if you go to Vegas for a couple of days and you're making this point, if there's nothing to do, you're just gonna get fucked up and blow a lot of money. But if you have something to do, like a convention, then you can do 3 or 4 days there because you're actually doing activities. You might just be getting fucked up at night, or you could just chill in the evening. Have a couple, maybe one night get real fucked up. But I mean, the first night you get super hammered. The rest of the time you're just trying to survive the trip. At least that's my experience.
Mm-hmm.
The first night you get there, you blow it all off, and then the rest you're just kind of trying to get there until you can go home. You're like, all right, yeah. Tonight we're just gonna get salads. Watch HGTV back at the room. Take it easy. We'll get an early day. I want to get some seats. You can play it like that, or you can end up all night with a bunch of dirty hookers. I mean, anything can happen.
Right? No, I just plan on like being in between, being partying and low key, just kind of like I went to Vegas, however, like long ago, like a month ago, and I did the partying thing, and fucking it's not that fun. So I'm just there to see the event and not get taken advantage by fucking whatever they are, fucking those girls in the fucking big hats and the thing, Yeah. What are they called? Showgirls.
That does sound fun, especially the flamingo tails. I like that.
Oh, it wasn't fun last time. They took all my fucking money. Those fucking crooks.
No, I remember. Yeah, honestly, like that's. I think we did talk about this, but that's the same hustle they work in New York City. And fuck that. Just have that look on your face like I do all the time. They won't bother you.
No, I did.
So they're desperate.
Yeah, Well, what
Got
it
it.
was is I was just I don't want to talk about it. It's going to make me mad. I'm going to Las Vegas tomorrow. Fuck them. They should get a different job. Hope they all fall into the fucking desert and die. I, uh,
If if you send me a picture with them, like dun dun dun, Alex, it happened again. They got me.
fuck!
I'm just so photogenic.
The power that tits have over you, I tell you what.
Really? All right.
I'm, I'm
I'm gonna.
making another joke. It's all right.
No. I was thinking. I was like, you could spend right. You could let some assholes on there. You fucking take your, whatever. But you could just go to like a strip club there
Yeah.
and spend that money over several hours.
Right.
Right. I mean, either one's a total waste of fucking time and an erection, but still, you could do that. Well, in all seriousness, you're up at 2 a.m. It's Vegas. You don't want pussy. Like, you're not worried about that, and you're not really a gambler. So what's someone doing in Vegas? What are you doing at Vegas at 2 a.m? If you're up, what are you doing? No sex, no gambling, just drinking, having a good time, walking down the street.
Well, if I was in Vegas and I wasn't gambling and I wasn't looking for tail, and I wasn't going to a strip club or anything, which
Yeah.
the last two things, going to a strip club and looking for tail, wasn't be a thing I would be doing. But if nothing, if I wasn't asleep in the hotel room, I'd probably just be walking around with a drink in my hand, being like, "Look at that fucking crazy person! Look at that fucking
Right.
crazy person! Look at that
Right.
fucking crazy." But I don't, it's not. Yeah.
So my point is, for everyone, it's drinking, gambling, people watching. That's all there is to do there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what Vegas is.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I would do is people watch. After I had 10 hookers, I'd be like, my dick's tired. I'm just gonna watch people now.
Yeah.
That's it. I would sit on a bench, like those silver people, or they dress in gold.
Yeah.
They pretend not to move and then they move.
Yeah.
Like I'd do that at 2. I would sit next to one of those at 2 a.m. and be a prop or something. Just work out. Like I'll take 50%. Like I work it out with tinfoil man over here. Well,
I mean, you
I give him
could.
some kind of shenanigan.
You could rent one of those little squares out, and on Fremont Street, all those performers, they rent those little squares. Like there's like paint on the ground, and it's like $40 or $50 a day, and you rent that square for however long. From the city, all those performers, that's what they're doing. They're not just there. They're actually renting that space to perform.
So when is the golden statue supposed to show you his permit? He's not supposed to move, so
I don't know. That's just what it is.
Stupid. What?
Yeah, that's street performers. Yeah.
You can't just put your milk crate anywhere, sir. This is rented space. They have people from the Parking Kitty app driving around like, hey, where's your permit, Mr. Tinfoil Man? Need to see it.
Well, I just think that it's like I'm here for 2 hours. My 2 hours are up, and now there's another person coming to use that square, that kind of thing. That's just how that's how that works.
I really thought it was just random. I had no idea that there was like union meetings before all this shit every day.
Oh yeah, man, it's a whole big thing.
All right. We got Mr. Silver, Mr. Gold, Mrs. Unicorn. Okay, check. Everybody's here. Good. Everyone know where they're supposed to be today? Speak up. Right? Don't just sit there looking at me. You're not working yet. Talk. All right? I need to know. Everyone's going to pay me $40. I own the sidewalk, damn it. Like, that's weird. It's just weird. We're charging for everything. Fuck me. Like, excuse me, did you pay for that air? No, I did not.
It's Vegas, man. It's Vegas. Everything is ran on money. I mean, it's all about money. So yeah, that's
one thing that you could do. This is something I just know you would love to do. You could go to Vegas. It'll probably cost you about $100 to buy yourself a gummy, and just eat that whole gummy, and then just walk through like one of my favorite casinos. Seriously, is Paris because the ceilings.
Oh yeah,
or the sky, and like that would be me. Just to get too fucked up on a gummy and then throw up in a planter somewhere at 3 a.m. That would be me, and that would be my high point. My Vegas trip would be doing this, and then That would be on YouTube. I'd become famous for the asshole who threw up in a planter at Paris casino. That would be my claim to fame. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would be fun. I hear that the pot is very expensive in Vegas. That's why I
Oh,
say
it
for a gummy.
is very expensive. Like, I don't buy any weed when I'm there. I'm like, when I'm in Vegas, I'm sober from weed because I don't want to fucking spend. Like, I think last time I went to Vegas, one of the people I went with, they got 4 joints, and I think each one was like, they were like really small, and I think each one was like, I don't know. I can't even say because they were pretty expensive. I think they were like $25 per joint.
Each?
I think, something like that.
Well, my thing is, it's so fucking hot that as soon as I smoke it, the THC will evaporate from my body.
Yeah.
Like, I won't be getting high. I'm better off to go suck on a muffler on the strip. I'll get more fucked up that way than I would for smoking weed in Vegas this time of year.
That's actually maybe a better and cheaper way to do it anyway. You know, just go suck off. Yeah, just go suck off a car. Yeah.
God damn! When came all the way to Vegas and all I did was blow a car.
Yeah, man. Someone's getting blown, so that's good. You know.
I mean, there's some cool shit in these casinos if you can find it. Like tigers and leopards and dolphin shows and flamingos on roller skates. Mm-hmm. They have these things.
Bears, oh my, yeah.
Yeah, they do have these things. You get lost trying to find them and you end up gambling money you don't have because that's the whole fucking point.
Right.
They don't put the dolphins in the front. They put them in the back next to the ice machine. It's stupid.
Well, I mean, dolphins love ice. Everyone knows that.
Dolphin making a cocktail.
Right. Dolphins love
I'm going to Vegas to see that. You got a dolphin.
Hey, dolphin, don't eat that ice. It's bad for your teeth. No. Bad dolphin.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that's nothing that I'm going back to Vegas. So it's not something I've done yet. I am going to do it. So
it's a fun question for you.
Yeah. All right.
If you went to Vegas to the Dome, because that's the new attraction now, is this big ball that you can see concerts in, for all of you who don't know.
Oh, yeah,
If you went to Vegas and you could just one band, that's it. One band you would go see in the Dome, who would it be?
It's a good question because I feel like there is a lot of... See, because I'm just trying to... I mean, I obviously want to see my favorite bands, but I'm trying to think of a band that would be good seeing, and I think Tool would be really good in Vegas. I think that's probably some version of Pink Floyd.
Slap a couple of them together.
I don't know. I think Guar might be interesting.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like I'm throwing out like so. There's two that I think that are pretty obvious. I think most people would agree with, even if you don't like Tool. And I'm not like a crazy big fan or anything of Tool. So like, but I just recognize that would be the band, one of the bands to see, in the sphere, and also Pink Floyd. That kind of goes without saying.
Yeah,
but
visuals. Right.
The curveball, the wild card here is I think would be Guar.
Okay, so basically we stated the obvious things that would be cool to see, like realistically trippy bands. But what I like about what you did here is you're like, okay, but if I could pick any fucking band, you would see Guar. So now the question becomes, since this is a visual and giant fucking stadium, auditorium, whatever, what the fuck do you think you're going to see on the screens?
Well, just imagine being drunk or high, a little fucked up or whatever, and you see like something that looks like an 80-foot tall monster, you know, like because just picture they're playing and then behind them is just reflections of them, and you're like, fuck, you know, and then also you're getting pissed on, you know. It's a beautiful thing.
You know what? I would make a special request that that the Cat in the Hat be there for you. Like, and all of a sudden, if you know Guar, they actually release liquids into the crowd.
Yeah.
So him just busting cat nut all over you. Like,
oh man. Don't get me going. Get me hot and bothered, Tony.
Mike Myers, no! Just keep going!
Give me a hot load of cat cum, please. Oh, yeah. Meow.
No, gross. Oh, here we are. Now we like to play. Here we.
I got all 9 lives on my face.
Yeah. Oh, I got hair in my mouth. Oh shit!
Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it?
You know who okay, so obviously we have the bands that would make sense to see in the Sphere. But if you know who I would pick,
What?
like just dream, like ultimate dream in the Sphere, give this dude everything he wants, just let him be himself in there. Corey Feldman. 100%.
Yeah, fucking right. Oh God.
Let him plug into every speaker when he does his amazing guitar solos. I will be there. And let all the lights shine off his bedazzled uniforms and all of his Hell's Angels or whatever they're called on stage.
Hell's Angels. 2 things, Tony. 2 things. First thing,
I know.
If he saw this, he would be like, "Oh man, they want me to be there. Someone wants me to be there." He would take it to the second. Great, bringing it all together. Good job. Segue. I can't even fucking think of it. That's how good of a fucking. But beautiful segue, Tony. Great. Seamless. Fucking nailed the transition. Stuck it. 10 out of 10.
Fuck the Olympics. I win.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
we really did want to bring this up again. I mean, we just made our last episode about it, but new developments in the Loserville tour have come out. This tour is still going. Don't miss your chance to see it. I think, okay, realistically, the whole Loserville tour should be in the Sphere, not just Corey. But Corey would do backflips just to be like, yes, finally get to open a real venue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the reason we're bringing this shit back up is that in the last week or whatever the fuck, we've come across more videos. So those of you who aren't keeping up with this whole Corey Feldman, who's touring with Limp Bizkit on the Loserville tour, as they call it, with some other rappers and whatnot, big tour going on of a bunch of bands who may become successful again one day or whatever. But anyway, they're working on it. Corey Feldman is the opening act for that. Is that the name of the band? Is that
what?
Does he have the name? What's the name of Corey? Is that the name of the act? Is Corey Feldman? Or is it...
As far as I know, yeah. I think he
right.
He did have a thing where it was called Corey Feldman and his Angels, but he doesn't have the same lineup. It used to be like 4 or 5 women that dressed up like drugged out angels, and I'm just saying they dressed up like drugged out angels because they were drugged out themselves. But right now his backing band is just like a couple of dudes and a lady. So I don't know. I think it's just Corey Feldman. Okay,
got it. So Corey Feldman, and here's the whole thing. Those of you who didn't catch the last one, whatever, and you're watching this one, there's this whole this accusation that he is not doing his own guitar solos. So we found a couple of videos, and it's probably another one, even a better one, because every day another one comes out. But the last one that we saw, the last 2, rather, we saw a video where Fred Durst, who is obviously the lead singer of Limp Bizkit, is on stage with Corey Feldman as he's going to do his guitar solo, and he comes on stage and says, by the way, he looks like Colonel Sanders, Fred Durst does. I just can't get around that. Anyway, Colonel Sanders walks on stage, and he's just like, listen, there's been a lot of trash talking about Corey Feldman's guitar solo, so let's see if it's real. And so Corey plays that. He has a beautiful guitar, by the way. I love purple. Beautiful guitar. He plays his shit out. He plays his guitar, and then Fred tells him to stop. And by the way, this is part of the show. So, like, people are paying for this. So he stops. And then Fred says, all right, do it again. And he plays the guitar again. And that's it. And it's confirmed that Corey's actually playing the fucking guitar. So the last video that we found, Corey is being interviewed. about this situation. He's like, basically at the very end of the video, he says, "Obviously, I'm just a really shitty guitar player." I was like, "That's it. It's the end of our story."
Well, because the first video we saw was some random guy being like, he's not playing it. He's all, and we were both like, yeah, he's not playing it.
We believe him.
And yeah, looking into it, we were wrong. He is playing the guitar. He actually is 100% playing it.
Yep.
He just shouldn't be playing it. Like, he's not good at it. Like, his guitar solo is something that you and I could do. Like, it's not very, it's just, he's just going, and, you know, like, he's not, it's just kind of a mess. Like, it's not a real, the only reason why it's a solo is because he's the only one playing the instrument that, in that given moment. It's not like a fucking solo. It's like a, you know, it's not good.
Because you can.
Yeah. And so yeah. I hate to agree with Fred Durst, but yeah, Corey Feldman is playing the guitar. It's just not well. And also agreeing with Corey Feldman, like, he's just very bad at playing the guitar. And that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not good at playing. It's okay to be bad at it. Just don't do it in public.
No. This is where we're going to split hairs here.
Okay.
Corey, keep doing what you're doing. Don't listen to these naysayers over here. You keep doing what you're doing, buddy. I've sucked at comedy for 12 years. I scare the shit out of people. I'm never going to stop. Don't you either. Us shitty artists need to keep being shitty artists. So everyone else knows that they're good. Because we suck.
Well, here's the thing.
Stop, Corey.
Here's the thing that Corey Feldman needs to know about you, Tony, is that you're not really doing comedy. You have comedy tracks, and you just plug it in, you stand up, and then it's over the speaker. No one knows that. So I'm going to have to dress up like Fred Durst or Colonel Sanders, and I'm going to pull a chair up on stage, and I'm going to be like, all right, do your comedy solo, Tony. And I stop. Now do it again. And I'm like, nah. I guess he's really doing it.
And then I like, hey, I'm telling these jokes. I just really suck. Oh shit. That's fucking. Well, here's the thing. Like, in all reality, okay, life has a flip side. We all know that. What if Corey's, after this interview, he's laying down in the back of his bus. You know, he's got his purple guitar laying next to him. He's got one hand on his guitar. He's got one on his heart. And he's like, we will become good. We will. Will. And then 5 years from now, he's just like, and it's just like, fuck you, look what I can do. Like, oh right. Shit. Damn, I still suck at comedy, but Corey got better. Oh well. That's great.
Hey, it's living, man. That's part of life, you know? Sometimes
I mean it. If he sees this, like, seriously, you're creating so much, and he's not a bad thing, but like, he's creating so much controversy that more and more people are like, what? Corey Feldman plays guitar? What? It's working. More people are like, bad news is working for him in a positive way. Any press is good press when you're, you know, trying something new like that. So,
you know, I think he didn't mean to do an Andy Kaufman thing, you know? But I think he happens to be doing an Andy Kaufman thing. Like, he didn't mean to live his character. He thought he was doing something creative, which I guess it is. But he just so happens to be Tony Clifton or whoever. Like, he's accidentally doing an Andy Kaufman.
No, I'm real.
Yeah.
I'm real. Like, okay.
All right, whatever you want to tell yourself, buddy.
But he's not changing his name. Like, he's still the same guy that was a Goonie. The Goonie's up there saying, I'm not a Goonie anymore. I'm a fucking guitar player now.
Yeah, I know, but, you know.
Oh. Oh, Corey,
but I will say, we do need... The world needs this. The world needs a Corey Feldman. The world needs a Limp Bizkit. You know, like, it's just...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we got to have fun. We have something to talk about. You know?
No, I mean this. I know we're all like sarcastic and goofy, but I mean this. Don't you stop dreaming, Corey. You keep fucking going. I mean it. If Limp Bizkit, you and Limp Bizkit you're gonna ride this all the way into the sunset. You and the whole band. You're gonna have guitars strapped to your backs. You'll be on little ponies. You'll be riding into the sunset all the way past Vegas, right to the Sphere. You'll be riding your ponies right up to the Sphere, putting on your grand show. And I'll be there. I'll fucking be there. I'll quit my corporate gig to get a front row seat for that shit. I'm serious. If that happens at the Sphere, I will be there. You will too. It'll be a work trip. It'll be great.
It'll be a work trip. Who's paying for it if it's a work trip?
Corey is.
Yeah. But you,
We'll be the only two people that want to be there.
oh, man.
It's like those experiences, these TikTokers. I got invited to this special exhibit, and this is what happened. I got free popcorn. That'll be us. Like, we got invited by Mr. Corey Feldman to see him shred. This is our work trip.
Oh, man.
Sponsored by MasterCard. Fucking Corey Feldman. Fuck yeah, dude. I just watched those movies now in his little gray members only jacket. I'm like, if you only knew what you're gonna become. If you only knew.
Well, I just feel bad for him because, like, the reason why I feel bad for him is because people aren't laughing with him; they're laughing at him, and that's why I feel bad for him.
He'll get it. He'll get it.
I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I don't think he's gonna. Like he should have already, and I just feel bad for him. That's all. It's not. It's not that I don't want to watch it. I like train wrecks. It's fun, but also I'm just like, man, you can't tell me he's not mentally ill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's definitely got a hitch in his giddy up, and everyone is clearly laughing at him, not with him. And I'm like, I don't know. But we do need him. I don't know. I just feel bad for the guy, to be honest with you.
Did you see the video where he's talking about his backer, like his sponsor?
No.
He's like, I was on, after a show, I was having a rough time, and so I was talking to one of my investors, and one of my investors was like, listen, he's like, something's new. People don't gravitate towards it. They don't know what it is yet, so they're going to make.
I watched that. Yeah, I watched that. Yeah.
And I do feel bad because he's hanging on these hopes and dreams. But hey, fuck it. I mean, seriously, like you have to be shit to be good, and he's just fortunate enough that because he's shit, but he's popular. So I mean, I don't know if it's fortunate or not. He should be playing a room full of 5 people, but you work your way up. But because he's famous, people are like, hey, you'll bring in a couple of tickets. Come on, and he's like, cool. So I'm going to open mic the shit out of a real music tour. Like, yeah, you are. Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. And he's like, I don't.
That's why it's sad because I think he might think that he is an artist and doing something different and people listening to catch on and he's like good and that's cool. It makes him happy. But also like, I don't know. It's when he takes off his shirt and he's got a weird little kid body and he's like got his weird hair blowing and he's like playing the guitar or he's holding the guitar while it makes noise and it just
ow.
And I'm just like I just feel bad for it. I just want to like be like, hey man, no, come here, man. Like just sit down. Let's get a slice of pizza. Like, it's just you want a beer, soda pop. I don't know. Like, the fuck. Just want to like. Are you okay? Like, you need a friend?
Let's talk about why this doesn't work.
Yeah, like what's going? You're not Michael Jackson. You know that, right? You're not Michael Jackson, Corey. He did those moves already. Like he already did it.
Well, first 2 things. One, I've really thought. Before I saw him play, I thought he was a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I thought that every fucking song he was going to do was going to be a Jackson song, and that he was just going to get for 30 minutes and get the fuck off the stage. So when it was a guitar solo, I was like, when is there even a guitar solo in a Michael Jackson song? And then I was like looking and I'm like, wait a minute. this isn't Michael Jackson's music. This is not. I don't know what this. I don't understand what this is. So it is new. It's different, and I'm confused. So maybe it'll solidify. I don't know. I really don't understand if there really is like a goal here, a musical goal. I don't understand what that goal is. Is Corey Feldman have his own music with Michael Jackson moves, or is he an impersonator? I don't understand that part.
Yeah.
So that would help if he clarified that. But I do. This is the second part of my thought. Fred Durst invited him on tour. Do you think after night one, Fred walked into the dressing room and was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't know." And Corey's like, "What?" Like, you're this is your act. Well, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Keep doing what you're doing then, man. Yeah,
Right.
you're good. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. I thought you just weren't ready, but this is okay. Got it.
Well, see, the difference between Corey Feldman and Limp Bizkit is aware what they are. Say what you will, but I don't think that they're have the same mental illness that Corey Feldman has. As like, Limp Bizkit knows that they were famous for playing douchebag rock, and all their fans grew up and now like them in an ironic way, and they're still going with that. They know that, but I don't think Corey Feldman knows that people are showing up to watch him because they want to see a car wreck. I think there's a bit of a difference, but I mean, there's still it's still the Loserville club. So,
but maybe he'll figure it out and be like, I'm not getting any acting jobs, and they just keep inviting me on tour. So if you keep doing something, it might not get better. I don't know.
It probably won't.
No.
Okay, you're like,
you keep doing what your heart tells you, Corey. It's all good, man. But we are laughing at you. I'm not going to be a dick here. It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced you're being serious. And I'm like, what? Why would you get on stage and do that to yourself every night? I don't know. So fast, so ferocious. It looks like he's playing a ukulele. Like just spread it out. There's a whole neck you can work with when you're shredding, not just down here.
When I watched the videos of him like playing the guitar, there was one video where I looked into his eyes and I was like, oh, he's definitely more unstable than I think people think he is. Because I was looking in his eyes, I was like, oh, he's gone. There's not a human in there. Like, he looked to me, what I was just like, this guy needs help. Like, something's wrong with inside of him. Which, it's fine. Fucking go for it, man. I'm just saying, like, I was looking at him like, man, this guy's sick. For sure.
So I guess the unfortunate thing about this topic is that Corey Feldman is taking this seriously.
Yeah. But here's a good thing about him taking it seriously. Is if he didn't take it seriously, we couldn't take it as a joke. So
thanks for keeping the rest of us in work.
We need him to be him so we can laugh at him.
Yeah. Thank you. Corey, I don't know how you want to take this, but we call you in the comedy world comedy gold.
Yeah.
So you're a golden boy. Thank you so much. I kind of imagine I kind of picture if Screech were still alive.
Yeah.
That he would be in the band with Corey Feldman.
Oh, he would definitely, he'd be playing bass or something.
A couple of cokeheads, bothering women at bars 3 o'clock at night. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah. That's too bad. Sorry, Corey, it's just you, man. There's a whole cast of people that could have been in your band, but they're all dead. So, sorry. Didn't work out.
Yeah.
But we do have another topic, totally fucking different from this one, but just something random I saw that made me laugh. I don't know a lot about this, but I came across a video of cars in these wraps where they get Like, I guess instead of a paint job now, you just
Yeah,
wrap your car and fucking sell it. Well, anyway,
it's a cheaper way, like where they wrap the car with the color instead of like paint it. Yeah, like what you just said. No, yeah,
personally, I did not know that they did this.
yeah,
So when I saw these images, with the images that we saw are big ass bubbles in these wraps because from the fucking heat in some of these countries or places in this country, people have they're getting their cars wrapped, leaving them out in the hot sun, and they're forming these giant bubble like big noses. The one car looked like it had a big fucking clown nose on it, which is why I sent it to Alex. I thought it was hilarious. But come to find out, people are wrapping their cars, and it's not working out with the heat.
yeah.
So I would like to see this in public. Maybe see one in Vegas.
No, maybe. Yeah.
You will. You will. I'm willing it. You're going to see this in Vegas.
Do you will it, dude? It is no dream.
That's right. Right in front of the, well, not in front of the Mirage because that's gone now. But,
Or was it ever there?
maybe, were you going to be there when they dropped the building?
Oh, man, I wish.
No, I really do wish that. But anyway, I think you're going to see a car with a nose.
I hope so. I want to see that.
So, question. Does this mean that people who don't have a lot of money are getting their cars done? Or is this something that's happening to high-end people? Or is this...
You know,
I don't know a lot about wrapping cars.
I'm not 100% sure, but what I feel, and I don't know if it's a fact, it's just the way I'm thinking, is that it's like, it's just cheaply done. It's like the Velcro shoe of a car, like, or painting a car. Like, it's just a cheaper, quicker way maybe to do it than actually.
like a homemade tint job.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. But like professional from a lot, they just like, it's just like a cheaper, like, you know, it's bottom shelf. I feel like it's, you know, well, cheapest, finest. Like you
Could you imagine explaining that? Like come out, like people are like, "Yo, man, somebody's fucking with your car," and you come out from work and you're like, "What the fuck?" It's just, how do you drive it? You know, you're like this. You're like, "Hey,
I know it's
pop
like
that blister."
Yeah, you gotta like, you gotta go take your car to get an STD test. You know, like why is my car? Why is it all? Who's been fucking my car? Like, why is it all blistering?
Somebody's out there shaking their shit on it 2:00 in the morning. That wakes up, it's got just a big blow,
Yeah,
big herpy bubble. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Can you? I wonder, like, really, I wonder, like, what they do about it. Like, you can't pop it, then you'll see the real color.
right.
You know, you can't do that. It'll go down within 6 to 8 weeks with the right medication, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you need
Ointment.
a lot of ointment.
I guess it's just unfortunate that people are so broke they're having their cars wrapped.
Right.
Instead of painted. Listen, I know plenty of tweakers around here that'll paint your car. You can even pick the color. Shit,
Right.
bring the paint. Just give them a little bag of rocks to smoke while they're doing it, and bang, no wrap, real paint.
No wrap. I've owned a few cars in my life. I want to say around 4 or 5 cars, maybe. And I've never, ever have had a wrapped car. And I don't know if I know anyone that has one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had a car that had silver flames on it. But did you ever see that car?
Yeah, you took me for a ride in it. I was really scared.
Yeah, you should be. It goes faster when they have flames on it. But I never have ever had a wrapped car, and it just seems like a bad idea. It seems like I feel like if I were to buy one of those cars and it was wrapped, I feel like that would be the first thing I thought of. Like, it's not permanently on there. Like,
Right.
Like, you know, you put a sticker on a flat surface, a dry surface. Eventually, you know, the edges curl up. Like, and
Right.
I feel like I would be like, yeah, but they're probably not great though, right? Like, what if there's a little pebble under there or a piece of whatever? You know, like it's
Yeah,
just,
I don't know.
just seems fucking cheap. That's all.
Well, I mean, I wonder if this is what they do with like NASCARs and shit. Like what they just like, you know what I mean? Like the show. I don't. I'm flabbergasted. I had no idea they were just wrapping cars. I'm still like, Just fucking paint it. Why do you got to wrap? What do you mean wrapping it? I don't understand. I don't get it. So it's really funny to me that people are fooling us, convincing my dumb ass that you got a paint job, and then all of a sudden you got a 10-foot bubble on the hood of your car, and now I know you're a fibber. Watch out. We're going to catch you.
Very well.
We're going to catch you. We're on to you. You're in your big bubbles. Imagine if your car got one on the back, though. It just looked like it had a fat ass. That'd be kind of cool. You just get a bubble in the right place.
No wonder.
PBL, they know.
No wonder it has a bunch of bubbles all over it. It's got a big fat ass. People are fucking that car. And,
I mean, honestly, I'd be back there slapping that shit a little bit, like hitting it from behind with your car. Maybe that's what we need. Everyone just needs a bubble on the back of their car, and one on the front. We all need to wrap our cars, put them in the heat, get big bubbles, and then we'd all just bump into each other instead of having actual accidents. It's a good idea.
You see a car with a thong on it, fucking torquing.
Don't want no scrub.
Yeah.
Get your fat ass out of the road. I can't see where I'm going.
Get your fat ass out of the road.
Whole new meaning. Whole new meaning.
Yeah. Get your fat ass out of the road. Oh, man.
Oh, fucking A, man. Well, those have been unfortunate topics that fortunately we found humor in. So you're welcome. We're artists. What do you want? But speaking of actual people who have artistic talent, we landed on one of our favorite bands on the wheel, and that band is the Melvins. And finally, we only found this song like 6 months ago, but we finally hit it on the wheel. The song is "Working the Ditch." And Alex, what'd you think? Oh, motherfucker bought it. Nice.
Yep. Had it for
Where'd you get that at? Whoops. Wrong question.
Where did I get it at?
No. I'm sorry.
Man, I don't remember.
Put him on the spot.
Second Avenue.
You fucker, really?
Yeah. I got this quite a while. I think I got it kind of when it first came out. And,
right on.
I was confused because I couldn't remember if I got it from Second Avenue, Music Millennia, or the internet. But I think it was from Second Avenue.
Nice. Right
on. Yeah, Working the Ditch. Fucking great song, man. It's in my opinion, it's probably the best song on the album.
Yeah.
It is a good album entirety. I think it's good, but I think it's a cool song because it's about 6.5 minutes, so it's a longer song.
Right.
And it ramps up good. It's a classic Melvin song. It's heavy. He's got his his voice, and I like towards the end of the song where what does he do? What is supposed to do with his voice? It sounds like he just sounds like he's on top of a mountain, bellowing, whoa, 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 whoa. It's I don't know. I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm having a hard time. I can't do it well, but
right.
It's a fucking cool song. I really, really liked it a lot, and I think it's kind of if anyone thought maybe the Melvins were fading away, I don't think they are. But that's a song to make everyone remember that they're still the Melvins after 40 years.
I mean, I 100% agree with you on that, and that song is. Some Melvins have put out a shitload of records. Some records are very experimental as far as the Melvins are concerned. They'll go off the beaten path and try something totally different for a whole album or whatever. But that's evolved over time. So now this latest record, I think is kind of a mix of all that weird stuff and then jams. Because honestly, there's jams on this record. This is a jam. If it's over 5 minutes. And they're playing guitar, no one's singing, talking, yeah, it's a fucking jam. So for the Melvins to put out a metal jam song, I don't know how to explain it. That's pretty fucking cool. And to me, it's well, when are you guys going back on tour? You put out this album, and now y'all are touring not as the Melvins. So add this I hope they add this to their repertoire of live songs.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, we saw
a fucking album.
We saw them when this album was already out, right?
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
No. I would beg to differ that I mean I don't think so.
Okay.
Because we were waiting for this fucker to come out, but we had already seen them. It was very close.
Hmm.
They didn't play anything off that. All I'll say is this: you could be right. I know it was very close, but they
Right.
did not play anything off this record.
They didn't. Okay. Yeah.
No. We knew everything that they played because they basically played a greatest hits after they covered Boris
Right.
or Bullhead. Sorry. Anyway, they didn't play any of this live, but I hope to catch them play this one or anything off the new album.
Right.
Just because they'll probably bring some people with them, maybe, because it wasn't just the three of them that recorded this album. There was a lot of people that were brought in.
Right.
So
yeah, they have a newer bass player. You know, they kind of have like a revolving door of bass players.
Right. But on the album, there was many people that played on it. It wasn't just the three of them.
Right.
Yeah. So who knows? But anyway, the song kicks ass. The only thing I was trying to do was, like, to me, it sounds like they're talking about, like, in the beginning, he opens up with the lyrics, and he's just like, it's been hard for all of us. Like, you know, there were dark times, and it's like, so are they talking about, like, coming out of the pandemic? Are they being literal, or is this just like, you can't read the lyrics? I was going to read the lyrics and be like, where are they coming from? What is this, you know, about? Because it sounds like they're saying it was a hard time for us, this whole dark, gutless world, you know, like, it's like talking about society, because I'm in. Like, I'd love to hear your fucking take on the last couple of years, but I couldn't find the lyrics to tell you what, you know, it's for me to decipher any further. But it sounds like that. And I'm like, dude, it's not very often that to me that the Melvins have made a song that would just be like, hey, society, you know, we're talking to all of you. Didn't this suck the last couple of years? But the way every time that song opens, I think I like to think that's what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the
world sucks. It's been hard, but we're still fucking here. We're trudging through. But maybe I'm nuts.
No, I mean, you're probably right. But who knows? Like, people that write songs write it from different angles. He could be talking about
anything,
an old mythical tale or something, and he's writing from a certain aspect of somebody in a, you know, it could be fucking anything. Who knows? But
that's the problem. Yeah, like, I think he's talking about the last couple of years. Yeah. He's like, no, I read a really good book.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But also, I think if someone would to try to guess, I think that is probably the most logical guess of what you just said. I mean, you're probably right. But who really knows? But also, maybe it means nothing and he's just trying to get people to talk. So who knows, you know?
Either way. That is what I ponder, actually. I'm like, are you just fucking with us?
Yeah.
like, well, I got to say something. Like, okay. It just seems like
it needs words. Yeah.
But is that not the first album they put out since the pandemic?
No, they put out a few.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that makes more sense as far as the Melvins are concerned. They put out an album like every 6 months.
Yeah, they put out at least an album a year. Yeah, they put out a couple. They put out that was it Five-Legged Dog or something like that, where they covered. We reviewed it on the show.
Yeah.
And it was like that album where it was like acoustic versions of their own songs. And then,
they're really good at making, even if it isn't brand new, they're really good at coming out with new shit or variations of their stuff. They always have something to offer.
And they put out another one at the beginning of the pandemic, and I have that on vinyl as well. I forget what it's called, but so yeah, they put out a couple, but this one is out of the few that they put out during and after the pandemic. In my opinion, it's the best one. And
I like. Yeah,
do you know where the art comes from their albums? Do you know where the art comes from?
His wife.
Yeah, I think that's really cool, and that's why there's like a definite theme. You could tell it's the same artist. You know, like that.
Yeah.
His wife definitely has a style.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this documentary that I saw on the Melvins. That's
and you brought that up. Yeah.
On Amazon, and it's if you really enjoy the Melvins, first Why Aren't We Friends? Just kidding. But if you really enjoy the Melvins, look into that documentary if you're intrigued. Talk about DIY rock and roll. You want to know how it was done? They did it. They figured it
did
the
it.
fuck out. But
Yeah.
he met, years ago, met his wife. She was awesome. And they, the music's dark. And so she likes to add like stuff that doesn't match. Like that's why there's a cute little dog on front of one of their heaviest albums.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like that. And it's a perfect merriment of that. Like that's what's neat. I bet their relationship is a lot like that. You know what I mean? They probably complement each other well. She brings the beauty, he brings the madness.
Yeah.
I guess. Who knows?
Sure.
But yeah, there's so many things that I enjoy about the Melvins. I'm so glad they're still around.
Oh yeah.
Really, just one of these hardworking fucking bands that no one in the cool, people don't fucking know who they are. They're just working their asses off, and they make great music, and don't really give a shit about what anyone thinks about it because most of it's not on the radio or anything.
Right.
But yet somehow they still have a hell of a following, and they still tour all the time and make money enough to keep doing it. So I respect the hell out of that because there ain't no fucking Taylor Swift in there. It's fucking Melvin, 100%. Ain't nobody covered a Melvin song either. You know what I mean? Like the Melvins they cover people's shit, but no one fucks with the Melvins.
Right.
Like no one can touch that. That's what they're so unique and almost too fucking weird. Like almost like they take it right.
Yeah.
Like, and if wacko like me can be into it and understand it enough, but I think it's fucking great. And the guitar, the drums are just fucking always anyway. But I mean, on that song, just it's like a heartbeat, like dun 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 dun, like someone firing up a couple of Mack trucks in your fucking living room. It's like, yeah, fuck, all right, yeah, kick-ass song. The album's fun, but that's my favorite song right there.
Absolutely.
And live, like I hope to hear that live one day. So
I hope so too. I hope they. I mean, they all need time off, but I hope to see the same. I hope to see some of the songs off this album, especially working the ditch.
Well, what's interesting is they put out the album and then they didn't go on tour, or I mean, like you said, they didn't tour the album.
Right.
I'll say that they did not tour the album. They went on tour with Boris and did that whole playing. They played Bullhead. They did not play anything new. So if that ever happens.
Because I know Dale, the drummer, is on. He just released an album, and he's on tour. And he plays guitar and sings. That's his solo stuff. So I wonder. I don't know if this is true. And Buzzo is on tour with Trevor Dunn, who has been in part of the band before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder if Dale's just like, because he had a back injury. So I was wonder if he's like, man, it really hurts to play the fucking drums. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder if he's just like, I can't play the drums. I can sing and play the guitar, but like, looking, I hope that's not the case, and I'm not saying it is. I'm just pondering. So
right. Well, that means
not try to sour a rumor. Just
No, we don't know. What the fuck do we know?
Yeah.
We don't know these guys. We're just guessing. But I
don't know dick about shit. No.
Nice. That's a good T-shirt. That would sell well in the South. I know.
I don't know dick about shit. And I don't know about shit about dick.
That makes sense to the right people, Alex. People would actually say that right before they voted. I don't know dick about shit, man. I'm just going to vote my heart. I'm like, okay, you got it, buddy. What time we're going fishing? Holy shit.
I want to go fishing.
Yeah? Well, before we go fishing, you want to do the wheel?
Oh, yeah? Fuck, man. You're on it.
Oh, yeah. Today I'm playing, Alex is playing the role of the stoner.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm ever on it, though, so.
All right. And this first song, I actually was talking to somebody about it at a show the other night. Well, all right, you ready?
Yep.
So the first song is by Loretta Lynn called Fist City. That's number 1. Number 2, we got Tupac with Only God Can Judge Me. Number 3, I believe they pronounce their name Salt, Sault, their song Wildfires. Number 4 is In Open Space. Number 5, we've replaced the Melvins with another band that starts with the letter M, Phenomena. Who the hell are they? Well, tune in and find out. Their song that we're going to listen to is Muscle and Flow. They're in the number 5 spot. Number 6, the band Failure with Wet Gravity. Number 7 is Shellac with I Don't Fear Hell. Number 8 is An Open Space. Number 9, Buzzard Fight. New World Vultures, the name of that song. And number 10, to round it out, we have Sharon Jones with her song Pass Me By. Alex, do your damage. I feel like we're in Vegas right now. Number 6, Failure with Wet Gravity.
Ooh, cool.
That was Alex's pick, so I don't know shit about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Don't know shit about Dick.
I'm going to name the episode that. You keep it up.
All right.
Well, cool. Hey, Alex has the rest.
Thanks, man.
Sorry,
I don't know. Yeah, if you would like to suggest a song from a band, you could do so on Instagram, our page Titfu69. You could go direct message us. You could also, most popular way, on YouTube, on our page, you could go to the most recent episode and suggest, put your suggestion in the most recent episode in the comment section. And I would like to say, that being said, no one's made a suggestion in a really long time. It's been us. So if you'd like to fucking do that, that'd be great. If not, that's fine too. We're still having a good time. So all that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah. Make a damn suggestion. I don't know where stop is. Oh, there it is.
That's